So now I request Madam Dr. PM Saujanya garu, please take over this thing, Madam. Just you can brief Telugulo kuda meer cheppచ్చు as you wish. చెప్పేసి దీన్ని ఏ విధంగా ముందుకెళ్ళాలి ఎట్లా వాట్ యూ ప్లీజ్ కెన్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. At the outset, I don't think I need a mic because I am quite audible by my voice. At the outset, I want to thank Dr. Rajendra Garu and even Sri Balakrishna Garu for their motivation and encouragement. I am a government servant working for Indira Gandhi National Open University, but I work like an activist with a passion that education should spread to all the nooks and corners of the state wherever I am working. In whichever state I am posted, that is my passion. And education alone can be a liberating force. Education is not only a liberating force, but it is also a democratic force in our age, because it is cutting across barriers of caste, class, region, religion, smoothing all the difficulties that arose out of birth or region, religion, etc. This is the primary objective of Indira Gandhi National Open University. When I found that the gross enrollment ratio in this state is very low, I thought that using these NGOs or people who are committed for this social service, that I should use them. వాళ్ళని వాడుకొని ఒక నవ సమాజం సృష్టించాలంటే, ఒక నవ సమాజం నిర్మాణం కావాలంటే, there is a need for higher education. No other alternative but to educate. It will liberate them. In our age, it's a democratizing age. Because I always remember story of Ekalavya, a poor hunter boy from a small village called Hastinapura. When he wanted to get himself skilled in the field of archery, Dronacharya denied him because he was a tribal boy, and the Pandavas and Kauravas wanted excellency in archery only for that group and not for anybody else. Determined tribal boy Ekalavya stood firm, and before the in the field of archery he excelled himself. IGNO also is like that. It is a democratizing force. There is no barrier of caste, class, region, religion, etc. Anyone can learn from anywhere and for any program. So I will be just discussing about, presenting you the facts about what is the primary objective of IGNO. Till date, it has been 40 years since its inception. It was established by the Act of the Parliament in 1985 to democratize higher education, take higher education to the socially, economically marginalized sections of the society at their doorstep. This was the primary objective. Over a period of time, things kept on changing, and IGNO also is moving on pace with that kind of changes, especially the technological inventions, the technological mediations in higher education. We are keeping pace with this kind of a requirement, and the expansion of the education using information communication technology and spreading this according to the employment scenario of this country and the global landscape that is happening using the digital technologies. We have apps, we have TV satellite channels, we are using online courses, we are using online sources for using various courses that can be studied today. Not only that, there is opportunity for different groups and different sections of people in this country who have lost their first opportunity. We are giving them the second opportunity to come on education through IGNO. And my primary concern is that every constituency of the state of Telangana should become a graduate constituency through IGNO. Every constituency చదువుకునే వాళ్ళు ఉండాలా. They should become a graduate constituency, and they should become not manual workers, knowledge workers. Today's age is the age of knowledge workers. Only if you are a knowledge worker, you can create capital through your knowledge. That capital will contribute to the GDP of the state. If the GDP goes up, the per capita income of the state will go up. This is a primary requirement. We should become knowledge workers through. I want every person in each constituency to make this an agenda, a passion and a promise that they will be graduates in that constituency. And every constituency of state of Telangana will become a graduate constituency through Indira Gandhi National Open University. The slogan of Indira Gandhi National Open University is high quality education through low cost or no cost at their doorsteps. We are having very high multidisciplinary credit-based, choice-based, skill, occasional training combined with the normal education. And I want all of you all, నేను మనస్ఫూర్తిగా నిండు మనసుతో కోరుకుంటున్నాను, మీరందరూ ఒక బ్రాండ్ అంబాసిడర్గా మారి ఈ అజెండాని ప్రతి కాన్స్టిట్యుయెన్సీకి తీసుకొని వెళ్ళాలని మై ప్యాషన్. అండ్ దట్స్ వై వీ హ్యావ్ స్పెండింగ్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ టైమ్ to first educate these NGOs. Actually, చెప్పాలంటే there's a specific program, okay, for NGOs called Certificate in NGO Management. Okay, NGO ni professional ga ela manage cheyala ani. That is also free of cost for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. So there is a course, very interesting course, because education is a lifelong learning. It does not stop any point of time. There's a course called Certificate in Studying of Ambedkar Studies. Okay, there's a certificate to study about the tribals in our state. So this can generate lot of knowledge and make the society as a knowledge society. And there is a list of programs that I have given to all of you all, where it is free of cost. Only you have to enclose your SC/ST certificate and the income certificate. You will be having wonderful experience studying online, offline, and rich experience which will enrich your potential to study all these programs and make use of this, because we have history, and history for 40 years we have been bringing education to thousands and thousands of people. And today we are having 3.5 million people on record as learners. Every semester people pass out, 3 to 4 lakhs pass out, and 3 to 4 lakhs take admission. And it's my desire that the Government of India, MHRD and IGNOU has been providing you free cost education, high quality education, and this you should make use of. And today business literacy is very, very important. Without business literacy, you cannot become a knowledge worker. You cannot contribute to the capital, or you cannot generate wealth, and the per capita income cannot grow of the state. We should be the first ones to carry this mission and vision of higher education to all the sections of the society, every nook and corner of the society, because this is an educational grid. A network should be developed and promote these programs of higher education, high quality education at low cost. So we have our own way of disseminating this, that is through ICT, Information Communication Technology. Please read our brochures has been given, and you can also ask any questions you have. I will take up those questions and see what best can be done. I once again thank each one of you all for being here. And importantly, I want to say that in this session, our NAC was accredited in 2021 with an A++ assessment. So it is not a small thing, because IGNOU is not an educational institution. It's a revolution in education. It's a movement in education. Oka movement idi. Higher education lo oka movement. And though I am an officer, I play the role of an activist to spread education. Because when I am talking about this, two things I remember what Ambedkar said. Democratizing education is very important, and higher education is very important. Educate, organize, and agitate. He was a giant thinker. Only because he had 1.5 PhDs, he preferred education. He went to Columbia University to study and made a difference there, and could build world's largest constitution with so much of democratic passions in it. So with the same passion, I request all of you all to carry forward this agenda of higher education, free of cost, low cost, quality education at your doorstep. We have study materials, we have counseling sessions, and we have all other support based through web enabled academic support is always there, and we are integrating all the components and converging and configuring all the policies that the new economic policy of this country has brought, and we are using high range technology and also digital technology at a very fast pace to educate our people. Therefore, I request you all to pay attention with the brochures that's been given, and once again thank you all for being here. I wanted to actually speak in Telugu, but I am not, I'm a hybrid. I mix up Tamil, I mix up Kannada, Telugu, Hindi, English, Tamil, Urdu. So this is my difficulty, because working in a different state, I pick up language so that I become very approachable, available, acceptable to people. That's why my languages become so hybridized. So, but still I can manage with any languages. So, మీకు ఏదైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే, వాట్ విల్ బి యువర్ రోల్?
లో కూడాను మధ్యలో చాలా ప్రాబ్లం ఫేస్ చేస్తూ, అంటే మీకు తెలుసు అనమాట యాజ్ అ సోషల్ వర్కర్గా ఎంత ప్రాబ్లం ఫేస్ చేస్తూ వాళ్ళు లాస్ట్కు ఉన్నత విద్య, మంచి విద్య, ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పారు చూడు క్వాలిటీ క్వాంటిటీ, ఇలాంటి విద్యను కూడాను ఇంకా ముందుకు అభ్యసించాలంటే కూడాను ఎక్కడ అవకాశం దొరుకుతుందా అనేటువంటి ఎదురుచూపులు చూస్తున్నారనమాట. అంటే నా పర్సనల్ ఒపీనియన్గా నేను ఒక చిన్న స్మాల్ రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసేది ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు బేసికలీ ఇలాంటి కమ్యూనిటీతో కూడాను కొంత ఏదైనా సపోర్ట్ చేసి కొంత అప్రోచ్ అయ్యి వాళ్ళను ఎడ్యుకేట్ చేయడానికి ఏదైనా దీంట్లో అవకాశం ఉందా అనేది నేను మిమ్మల్ని ప్రశ్నిస్తున్నాను.
I tell you the kind of a thing, we find very interesting. మా దగ్గర 10 స్టూడెంట్స్, తెలుగులోనే చెప్తాను, మా దగ్గర 10 స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు ట్రాన్స్జెండర్ వాళ్ళని ఎంకరేజ్ చేసేసి వాళ్ళని, యాక్చువల్లీ దే సపోజ్ టు కమ్, బట్ హర్ ఫాదర్ ఈజ్ హాస్పిటలైజ్డ్. So marginalized sections ante you are also included in that. Okay, your condition is more worse socially if you think about it. Your condition not wanted in the family, not wanted in society. Where do you go? Where do you go? Meekane kaadu, we have 56 jail centers across the country where we are going to jails and educating them. We don't want each criminal to come out as a criminal, but a criminal to a creative person, and history has it. IGNOU has it. IGNOU has a history about it. Okay, whether you take any jails, we had one central jail at Warangal, అందులో ఉండింది, but that got clubbed and spread up. Now we are going to start at Chelpalli and other jails. Any jail you take, we have a lot of history to tell about a success story of them. Alagane transgenders kuda. So we at the moment have motivated 10 transgender persons to join with us, and in fact వాళ్ళకి డబ్బులు even be accepted as a manual worker. Knowledge worker is very far. Kabatti, you should get yourself educated. We give them moral counseling, not to avail yourself in any other unethical ways, but to go on this side alone. నేను ఈ మీటింగ్లో కూడా ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేశాను, సంబడి ఆఫ్ ద ట్రాన్స్జెండర్ రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ షుడ్ బి అని. అట్లాగే ఒక్కరే వచ్చారు మీరు. We will spread this message to large section of the people. We want to educate them. We will generate this, and my own friend in Bangalore is working for the transgender people in an NGO. She's doing very great work. I tried to contact her to spread this, but she said Hyderabad doesn't have a very good network on this thing. So why don't we start? Why don't he be a part of that to start? Okay, we are always a part of that. One more aspect, transgender lo kuda SC/STs unnaru. Is a transgender is universal. అది ఒక కులంకి, ఒక కాస్ట్కి, ఒక క్రీడ్కి, ఒక అదికే చెప్తాను. Education is a liberating force. In our age, it's a democratizing force also. Okay, smoothening, widening, removing all the barriers of caste, creed, gender, religion, region, ఏమీ లేదు. No barriers in studying for IGNOU. Therefore, we try to see them. You must be knowing her. I don't want to tell her name. She is the one who brought lot of transgender people, and we want to have a press conference also. Ikkade jaripista press conference that we are there. IGNOU is there. Chadukunte evvaru mundu, it's a knowledge society. Our aim is to create a knowledge society. Evvaru nilabadaru chadukunte. We have in our own staff in Delhi so many transgender people. Ento mandi unnaru manchiga. They are very good workers. They are very good workers. Okay, and they are contributing richly to the society. So why don't you also? మా దాంట్లో జాయిన్ అయిన అమ్మాయిలు, she is working in one of the MNCs. BA general joint అయింది. She is working in one of the MNCs. So when we become knowledge workers, nobody will just try to leave us like that. We have to have space, we have to enhance the existing space to accommodate people. So where is education? We are giving that education. Take that education, make it a democratizing force and expand the space. And state will create an emancipatory space. ఆ స్పేస్లో మనం అకామిడేట్ చేసుకునేది మా బాధ్యత. వీ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ఇట్ ఫార్వర్డ్. అందుకే చెప్పాను స్టార్టింగ్లో, IGNOU's objective is to make every constituency a graduate constituency. ప్రతి ఇంట్లో ఒక గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ ఉండాలా. And we are providing free of education to this SC, STs and the marginalized sections. Why don't you come forward? For those sections such as a transgender, we can mobilize through some NGOs, or we can call some sponsors will come. So why can't we work out for this? ఈ passion-ni, you must be the brand ambassadors for carrying this agenda ahead.
గ్రామీణ స్థాయి అంటే గ్రామీణ మండల స్థాయిలో చాలామంది కూడా మామూలుగా వార్డు మెంబర్ గెలవాలన్నా తర్వాత సర్పంచ్ గెలవాలన్నా జీరో నాలెడ్జ్. అంటే ఎకనామికల్ ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ లేదు. వాళ్ళు 7th క్లాస్ పాస్ అయి ఉన్నారు, 7th క్లాస్ పాస్ అయి ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళు ఎలిజిబిలిటీ డిగ్రీకి క్వాలిఫైడ్. సర్పంచెస్ ఉంటారు కదండి, లోకల్లో మండల లెవెల్లో సర్పంచెస్ ఉంటారు, ఎంపీపీ ఉంటారు, జెడ్పీటీసీ ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళు కూడా ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళ నాలెడ్జ్ 7th క్లాస్ 8th క్లాస్ స్టాండింగ్ ఉంటుంది, 10th లోపల వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళు ఫర్దర్గా డిగ్రీ మనం వాళ్ళకు ఏం సర్టిఫికేట్ కావాలి అది చెప్పండి మన బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్.
I am a political scientist. నా PhD సెంట్రల్ యూనివర్సిటీ ఆఫ్ హైదరాబాద్లో సబ్మిట్ చేశాను అనమాట. ఇట్స్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ది బెస్ట్ ఆర్ ద ఫస్ట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ద థీసిస్ ఆన్ SR Shankaran I did. SR Shankaran మీద I brought about the administrative bureaucratic culture అనమాట. How the bureaucratic culture should expand to the grassroots. My main concern is that, as what sir was telling about Panchayat Raj, why can't we also go there and talk to them about higher education? As you said, sir, for these things, no, +2 is the qualification required. Suppose వాళ్ళకి +2 లేదు, 10th ఒకటే ఉంది అనుకోండి, they should go to national open schooling. ఓకే, అందులో చదువుకున్నారంటే we recognize national open school certificate. They will give you +2 certificate. ఓకే, దాంతో you can apply for any programs with IGNOU. This boy who was there with us, he is doing his inter with National Open Schooling. National Open Schooling. Why can't we do that? Why can't we avail the institutions that the government has provided? అది ఒక ఛాలెంజ్ తీసుకోవాలా. Every institution is for us. ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, every institution is for us. We should exploit the possibilities. We should explore the possibilities. Our possibilities explore చేయడానికి exploited. We are the people like us are there. It's a partnership in పబ్లిక్ ప్రైవేట్ పార్ట్నర్షిప్లోనే సొసైటీని ఒక ఉన్నత స్థానానికి తీసుకోగలరు. ఒక నవ సమాజ నిర్మాణం కావాలంటే ఉన్నత విద్యాభ్యాసం అనివార్యం. నో అదర్ ఆప్షన్ బట్ టు హ్యావ్ అన్ హైయర్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ టు క్రియేట్ అ న్యూ సొసైటీ, అ నాలెడ్జ్ సొసైటీ. సో అందుకే వీ హ్యావ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. 200 ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఉన్నది మన దగ్గర. వై డోంట్ యూ పీపుల్ యూస్? నా బాధని అదే. వై డోంట్ యూ పీపుల్ యూస్ దోస్ థింగ్స్?
In anti-human trafficking, like how do you work? Do we get into the field? Anti-human trafficking.
That's
What's
right.
the point? Fifth, sir. Fifth one.
అందులో ఉందా?
The main sheet.
Trafficking, and there is only +2 qualification required. Or police officers also. Police people are doing. When I was in Bangalore, ఎంతమంది సర్కిల్ ఇన్స్పెక్టర్స్ అండ్ SIs కూర్చోండి సార్, SIs have done this program. అందులో ఒకటి ఉంటుంది, ఒక చిన్న ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఉంటుంది, ఒక కేస్ స్టడీ తీసుకోవాలా. హౌ దీస్ ఉమెన్ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ట్రాఫిక్, చిల్డ్రన్ ఆర్ గెటింగ్ ట్రాఫిక్. ఓకే, దాని మీద ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేశాడు, టేకింగ్ ద హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ సమ్ లీగల్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్. It came out very good.
I myself have.
And చూడండి, they went and provided this information to the police officers. How much connectivity is there for society చూడండి. And they tried to take action under the flyover జరుగుతుంది అనమాట. మొత్తం కేసు ట్రాఫికింగ్ ఆఫ్ విమెన్ అండ్ చిల్డ్రన్ అండర్ ద ఫ్లైఓవర్ కింద ఒక నెట్వర్క్ పెట్టుకొని ఇట్లా ఈ టైంకి దే ఆర్ బ్రింగింగ్ చిల్డ్రన్. ఇట్స్ వెరీ వెరీ సాడ్ ఈవెన్ టు రీడ్ దట్ సినాప్సిస్ ఆన్ ద ప్రాజెక్ట్. ఇట్లా కూడా జరుగుతుంది ఆ సమాజంలో అని.
We deal with this.
I represent Hope Team. I'm thankful
to Saujana ma'am, Rajendra sir, and all the wonderful people to attend this program, which is very useful not only for the NGO workers or NGO founders. Through this meeting and this program education, we can take education into a next level to the rural and the tribal places. And we have many questions, ma'am. We got a huge bunch of papers and wonderful courses at a very nominal price, and especially, as you said, low cost and free, no cost as well for many people, regardless of the age, religion, and gender, caste based. Thank you. There are many questions from each one of us, but definitely I would like to be interested in some work on the anti-human trafficking work and paralegal services. So could you throw some light on it? And there are many people who are interested in social work certificates. As many people have started at very young age, where they have left many of their families and education and their income as well, and they have been struggling for the society in a better work. So they also need some encouragement on the certification. Please throw some light on that. How we all can benefit ourselves, at the same time our NGOs, and we can take it to the students in the rural places where we can encourage. How we can do that?
Yeah, truly, I also feel very concerned. I also feel the concern on the chala NGOs working and how they will actually be benefited and all. At the first, at the outset, let us think this is the first step to take this education to the people and see how we will be getting supported or benefited by that. First of all, at the beginning, we might not have any thing for the self itself. It is all in the public interest. It's all in the public interest at the moment.
Yeah, true.
And let us see how we can work out in a ways that you too be prospered by that, by your efforts. So let us hope for that. I don't have a very concrete answer for your.
Definitely, we'll reach out. As you have given your contacts,
At
we'll
the
reach
moment,
out each person.
Contact classes and all. At the moment, let us make a beginning. Okay. So when it gets established to a form and content and substance,
Right.
let us see how our NGO people also will get benefited from that.
Yeah, చాలా మంది దే హ్యావ్ లెఫ్ట్ స్టడీస్ వదిలేసి
Oh, I
ఫ్యామిలీని
understand.
టైం ఇవ్వలేక, వాళ్ళకంటూ వాళ్ళకి టైం ఇచ్చుకోలేక, ఎడ్యుకేషన్ పెట్టుకోలేక, ఇన్కమ్ సరిగ్గా లేక, దే హ్యావ్ స్ట్రగుల్డ్ ఫర్ సొసైటీ.
Yes, yes,
సో
yes.
దిస్ షుడ్ డెఫినెట్లీ
People struggling for society
benefit.
have no self-interest. This is all public interest.
Right.
I'm also working for the public interest. I have to contact this gentleman so many times.
He's a wonderful
And,
person.
It is so insulting. He never picks the call. For many times he never picks the call. How insulting it is. Huh? And no reason also for not picking. Even this gentleman was very with great difficulty I could get here. So this kind of struggles will be there when we enter into public interest. Self-interest వాళ్ళకి ఏం struggles ఉండదు, because they keep on prospering. At ends justify their means. ఏ means అయినా ఉండొచ్చు. For us means justify the ends. మనకు ఒక మంచి మీన్స్ ఉండాలి ఆ మీన్స్ తోనే. So let us, I understand thoroughly, Vijay, and I was also a part of that struggle for quite some time in my university days, and it was all in the public interest. And self-interest వచ్చిందంటే ఇంక NGO నే అన్నారు దాన్ని. Okay, still we will try our best.
Sure.
We will try our best.
If you like this video, please like it, share it, and for more videos, please subscribe to our channel.